All right. Our first suggestion comes from the user Asleep Sniper. They say, give Spider-Man a normal reload type of weapon, maybe like his web shooters pop out and he'll put in new ones, and also give him his hook/dash ability, the one where he can use a web tracer and then the ability to instantly close the gap and do damage back when he gets a kill. Interesting. So basically you just want to buff Necros is all I'm hearing. This is like, hey, let's buff Necros. He's already cracked at Spider-Man. Let's make it even easier for him. It's like, what are we talking about? Absolutely not. He's a melee character, but they gave him some sort of range capabilities. That's the whole point. You're supposed to use him in between. That's why he's a higher skill or higher difficulty character. And then what? They want you to reset his grab? Let's not do that. Oh my gosh. I know people who play Genji love Genji's dash getting reset after an elimination. But goodness gracious, bro, does it get annoying? The amount of times I'm there on a Genji when a Genji ults, and I'll play Kiriko or something like that, and I teleport to my furthest teammate away. Somehow by that 6 or 7 seconds before his ult ends, I'm always the last person he kills. So freaking annoying. So let's not. It's not a bad suggestion, but I personally wouldn't put it in. But it's not a bad idea to maybe start thinking about rework. Well, not necessarily reworks, but kind of additions to characters. I think we'll see those more when team-ups kind of get introduced into the game. We'll see more how you play different characters is going to be interesting, I think. So not a bad suggestion. Personally, I wouldn't add this into the game. I think Spider-Man's in a good spot. I think, especially with his team ability with Venom, the character can be busted at times. So a high skill character that you need to learn. So just kind of get better in playing him, and you'll get it. All right, on to our second suggestion of the day. Our second suggestion is from the user, your dad's boyfriend. And I thought this one kind of tied in with the last suggestion. They ask, add more 5-star difficulty characters to the game. It's really fun and rewarding to learn 5-star characters like Spider-Man, and I would love the challenge of more 5-star characters. Preferably Vanguard and Strategist before another Duelist, but no matter what order, I would be satisfied. Okay. I don't think it's bad. So getting a lot more characters like Spider-Man and Black Panther, they increase the skill ceiling of the game by a lot. But that's not to say there aren't characters that are lower tier characters or lower star characters that are hard to use. Like, they have depth to them, but not as much depth as the higher skill characters. Now, I mean, eventually in the game, I like to see more 5-star ones. But they need the lower star characters for newer players. Like, if you jump in the game and you couldn't do what you wanted to do in the game, like for instance, you wanted to play Hulk and all the controls are confusing as Hulk, what's the point? What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? But as time goes on, I would definitely like to see more characters that have a bit more depth to them, like Black Panther and Spider-Man, for sure. I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's, horrible. It's kind of like one of those lukewarm ideas. I don't think it needed right now, but definitely in the future, it's something they could definitely add. Not bad, not too good. Just thinking about it, I'm pretty sure Magic isn't that high of a star character. But I'll be real with you, Magic is tough to learn at times. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just thinking about it. Not a bad suggestion, though. Not the best suggestion. Seen better. Moving on. Suggestion number 3 comes from the user Brooklyn. Brooklyn asks, Marvel Rivals should get everyone a passive that allows them to heal over time based off their max HP when they're out of combat for a certain time. It would help with situations where teammates may not pick the strategist role to help make those problems feel less painful. So basically they want a heal over time when out of combat for all the characters. I was on the fence about this when they were talking about it when they added it to Overwatch, because I feel like it's part of your skill when you're learning the map on the characters and like what the characters can do. This game specifically, most of the characters have some sort of movement, whether it's like a dash or when they're out of combat or something, they move faster. Like, most of them have something to get around the map quicker. So I don't know if they necessarily need that. I think it's more like we need to just get better at learning the maps and where the health packs are at. That's a skill in itself. Like, when to dip out of a fight and go pick up a health pack, I think could be really crucial. I get it. I don't think it's bad to add. I don't think it really hurts the game all that much. Even in like Overwatch now, like you can kind of see it. I can see it just being helpful. I think that since we have it in Overwatch now, I think people are kind of expecting it in this game, but I don't know if it's necessary. Like, I never thought it was a necessary thing when we did it, when it was first put in the game in the first place. So similar to the last suggestion, I think it's something that can be added in the future. I don't think it's something that needs to be there at launch specifically. If it adds it, cool. If not, meh. So it's another okay suggestion in my opinion. Not good, not bad, but okay. Suggestion number 4 comes from the Discord user Aziao. They suggest, can you please enable all characters in the game to crouch? It feels weird how the ability is in every hero-based shooter and not in Rivals. I hope you guys add this before the global launch, as it allows players to express their movement and gameplay better while also making hit scan fights like Hela vs Punisher more skill-based and eventful instead of the player just having to move left and right while keeping their crosshairs at head level. Please add it. I'm addicted to this game, by the way, and I just want to see it succeed. Smiley face. So basically, they just want to add a crouch into the game. That's the suggestion. Which, not every game needs every single thing you have in every other game, right? Let's just make that clear. Crouch would be cool, but is it needed? No. I'll be real with you. In your little fight you're having one-on-one with somebody, a lot of times you're probably not spamming crouch. I want to say 80% of us aren't. Scratch that, 95% of us aren't. We're not crouching and we're not like strafing and crouching and doing all the works. Nah, man, that's like such a niche thing you'll do. And like, because it's not there, you think about it, but I'll be real with you, play 4 or 5 games and you'll literally forget that you can't even crouch. I remember thinking the same thing my first couple games. I was like, dude, why can't I crouch, bro? Why can't I crouch? You don't need to. The game is fast paced for a reason. You shouldn't be, I'm gonna send around the corner, sneak around the whole team. No, you shouldn't be doing that, okay? Jump into action, be a superhero or villain, and go tear some people up, bro. Come on. I don't think we need crouch in this game. No. This one, bad suggestion. Not it. I just don't think crouching is needed in this game. Plus, there's so much like dashes and different things you can do as different characters. It's already hard enough. Plus, a lot of the characters are already like different height levels. It's not like we're playing Valorant. There's like a specific head height I need to be looking at. So that's another thing too. I don't know. Not a terrible suggestion. I don't think it needs to be in the game though. This game's fine doing without crouch. It is. On to our last suggestion. Our last suggestion of the day comes from the user Bloodnoski. They suggest, announcer packs please. We all love Galacta, but she can get very annoying fast. All these packs are purely cosmetic and a win-win for us all. So basically just announcer packs. I've seen a couple people talk about announcer packs. They're not bad at all, but I'll be real with you, I have like 200 hours in the game between the alpha and the beta, and not once did I ever think like Galacta's voice sounded annoying. I'm just saying. I've never had that problem. I can understand it. Like, it's a personal preference, of course. Everyone likes what they like. I do think announcer packs wouldn't be bad, though. Like, imagine if they did collaborations with some of the celebrities in the movies. Like, for instance, what if we got a Wade Wilson and we got Ryan Reynolds to do Deadpool as an announcer? That would be fun. Like, I'm not against announcer packs. I just think saying it because you're annoyed from Galacta's voice, I don't know. That's like saying, give me an announcer pack for Halo to replace the Halo guy. Nah, man. Like, that's the main person. I can see both sides on this. I lean towards, like, really don't need one because, like, that's just the announcer and I'm okay with that being Marvel Rivals announcer. I can see the benefits of it for sure, 100%. You do a collaboration here or get a character here, like adding Doom. A Doom announcer would be kind of cool because they're having this whole storyline that, like, Dooms are kind of taking over the multiverse or whatever. But other than that, I mean, it's weird. A lot of these suggestions aren't necessarily bad, but like, I don't think they're necessarily needed. I mean, I guess that's why they're suggestions. But it's like, would you rather have an announcer pack or role queue in the game? There's different things you can kind of see about it, but I don't think announcer packs are needed in this game. I think Galacta does perfectly fine. Those were our suggestions though.